We are
Obviously.
professional.
This is a professional podcast.
Yes.
Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Hello there.
Which actually,
Did you
this is
get me
gonna
a
be
hat
a
as
bit,
well?
Doing
yeah.
it in 4K.
Yes.
So I've got Dooncam. It's just a camera.
Unprofessional. I don't even have a microphone here. My God, what is happening? I'm just in the middle of an edit that I barely finished before this. So hold on, I can hear my echo. Okay. Here I am. I know I delayed this just a tad bit, but I am now here for the weekly trailer watch. Just giving you a short little heads up that I am still figuring stuff out right now. Hold on, how do I get rid of my taskbar showing at the bottom? Can I hide this somehow, because it bothered me last time? Automatically hide the taskbar in desktop mode. That sounds like the right thing to do. Is it now? No, it's not gone. I don't know. Then I guess you just get to see my taskbar. No, it's gone. Oh my God, it's gone. Jesus, that's great. But we are looking at some trailers today. I just noticed that they didn't put up a video for week 52, which would be the last one of the year. But I guess there's no more trailers. They instead put up a release date for January, and then we'll be looking at
professional.
This is a professional podcast.
Yeah.
Some other stuff. I'm so all over the place. I can show you what I'm finishing up, because it's technically, I think it's done, and we might even at the end of the stream do a little thumbnail together for everyone who's a enthusiast about I guess Photoshop. I can share my tips. But yeah, the studio police probably will strike me down, but there's not too many trailers to look at today. We'll probably look at a featurette for the new Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning film. We'll skip through that one, but this is what I got over here, although I am blocking part of it down here. I guess I am finishing up the 4 favorites episode. We did extend it over into December, so if you're waiting like, why is that not here? Well, it is because I guess I just didn't get it all done in time. So Lachlan's episode and Andy Nelson's episode from the Next Real podcast is just about to come out, and I'll actually be rendering this in the background. I just really keep my fingers crossed that I didn't miss anything, and then I'll upload it as well while we watch those trailers, and then hopefully by the end of it I get to make a thumbnail. I could all do this offline, but why would I if when I can do it live? But we'll see. Maybe I'll do it offline. Just depends on how much energy I have left. But yeah, so this is rendering in the background. I really hope that my computer won't just quit on me now. But we'll see. And let's get into these trailers. It looks like I've already pre-watched, but I actually haven't. I just had a quick skim through to see like if there's any movies to talk about even. And there really isn't that much. But first up, we do have the Oppenheimer trailer, which I feel like is the most likely one to get me flagged straight away. So I'll keep an eye on that. But let's give it a watch. The new Christopher Nolan film that sees pretty much everyone from Hollywood in it. Yeah, with Cillian Murphy, Emily Blunt, Florence Pugh, Matt Damon, Dane DeHaan, Kenneth Branagh, Benny Safdie, Gary Oldman, Robert Downey Jr., Rami Malek, Casey Affleck, Jack Wade. Man, there's so many people. Matthias Schweighöfer as well, German actor, that you kind of just know. Wait, Jason Clarke as well. Why is this might be the most stacked film ever, other than Amsterdam, that just completely didn't know what to do with it. So I hope Nolan is a bit better at that. But let's give it a watch. And keep in check that this is not too loud for everyone. I think it should be good. I might even turn it up a bit. like this. So
We imagine a future. And our imaginings horrify us.
nice visuals so far.
They won't fear it
Big old orb that they build.
until they understand it.
Man, yeah, you are right, Josh. The quality on this trailer really isn't great. There's
Until they've used it.
but I mean, he did shoot it in IMAX, so it's probably gonna look pretty amazing. And I am already getting the warning that they detected the copyrighted thing on here, so we probably won't be able to watch the whole thing. Would be very disappointing if we get taken down. But in the meantime, I guess we can take a look at who's also part of the crew. Yes, you are right. In the chat, someone said it's shot by Hoytme van Hoytema. And he's an amazing filmmaker, cinematographer. Yeah, he shot Nope most recently with Jordan Peele, which had that like infrared new way of shooting nighttime, which was amazing. But who else is in the cast that's noteworthy? Who do we have on sound? Oh, okay, Ludwig Göransson. We have moved on from Hans Zimmer, I guess. He's busy with Mr. Beast, I guess. That's what he's been up to. But yeah, you think you can tell because it's his framing. I mean, he's very good at, well, what is he very good at? I don't know, because Deacons, like I tend to notice when it's Deacon when it comes to the light. I think he's really I don't know, selective with how he lights stuff, but Hoytema just feels like there's also quite a bit of motion at all times. But I think we can't watch the rest of the trailer. I still have the warning up. They kind of know that it's in the background still. But what is interesting is that Christopher Nolan hasn't done any sort of character films. I feel like since Memento, which also was kind of a still not gimmicky film, but it did have a twist to it, and this seems to be straight up just focusing on an Oppenheimer, you know, really the story of the guy who made the atomic bomb, and that's pretty much it. Color and vividness, you would say. Well, I don't know. That's I mean, that's a open interpretation there, but I feel like, I mean, lighting as well. That's the whole of cinematography technically. But yeah, he stands out. I feel like it looks like a really well shot. It's crazy that like cinematographers have a hold over like the art house scene in Hollywood. You got him and you got Roger Deakins, and then you maybe have like 5 other people that tend to get the jobs that are like also known. But yeah, interesting. Definitely be checking that out when it opens. What did it say? On the 7 on July 21st. Okay. Yeah, definitely be checking out Oppenheimer. Okay, we do have the clear from YouTube again. So now the rest of it, I think, will all be just smaller trailers, which is interesting. I don't know if I put something else on the side of what we're gonna watch. But yeah, that's just not too much. But no, apart from that, something that I thought was in here, but I guess it just came out yesterday, is the new film from M. Night Shyamalan, Knock on the Cabin. I haven't watched this yet, so let's check this one out. From Universal.
Hi there. Can I talk to you for a little bit?
Dave Bautista, okay.
You have to come
Ron.
inside right now. There were 4 of them.
What
Kid.
did we say? You shouldn't make things up when we're talking about...
Ooh,
Can you open the door, please?
I forgot his name, but fun cast so far.
They're breaking in!
I got you, baby.
Such a cheesy reveal.
But you have to
It's
stay
perfect.
here in the cabin with us. Families throughout history have been chosen to make this decision.
Jonathan Groff, yeah,
Your family must
he's
choose to willingly
fun.
sacrifice one of the three of you to prevent the apocalypse.
We're not sacrificing anyone.
For every no you give us, hundreds of thousands of people are going to die.
Wait, so for every no, so if I go no, I just kill the entirety of the human race. So, man, I guess I gotta come forward, and it didn't give me a warning, so we can watch like the rest of the trailer, I think. But just to kind of have a look at, I mean, this is a fun cast. Ben Aldrich as well, Dave Bautista, Rupert Grint. But if I look at M. Night Shyamalan and maybe have a look at what I've seen, I also haven't seen all of his films. Like, I haven't seen Unbreakable, Science, To Visit, The Village, but I think I've seen parts of The Last Airbender, The Happening, and After Earth, but only through videos. I haven't actually watched them myself. But even The Sixth Sense, I didn't really like. The one I liked the most was like Split, and I'm kind of split on Split. Although I think I watched this a while ago. It wouldn't be a 3.5 anymore, I think. And I don't know, I'm just not a fan of the guy. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's fun. Then no. Okay, now we got the warning. It's a what? Now that I'm talking shit on M. Night Shyamalan, they give me the warning. Everyone, you know, I just literally killed everyone. I'm so sorry. It's like one of those like email things where it's like you pass it on. So the more people that watch the trailer, the more are gonna die. So that's very sad. But yeah, also gave me the warning. So I don't know if it's safe to watch more of it. Which I would love to. Oh my god.
People are going to die.
So there's like natural catastrophes whenever someone says no, which I wouldn't do. No. Yeah, that sucks. Cool. And then it's about them surviving.
I have to believe that.
My son is gonna die.
His name is Charlie.
As a mother,
I am
begging you.
Oh my god, his name is Charlie. Now I'm emotionally attached to him, and I don't want him to die. Don't care about the literal hundreds of thousands of other people that die, but a guy named Charlie is about to die. Jonathan Groff is a great actor, so I'm quite keen for this.
Something in the light. And I feel it now.
So it's a fucked up version of Purge where they come on and say, yo, so everyone's dying, we gotta sacrifice you. Yeah, really silly prank that they pull on these people, just killing them. How silly of them. That's that. Okay, well, let's continue with Off and H. I mean, I watched the M. Night Shyamalan film, but the last time I watched one, I think it was also distributed by Universal. They asked me after the press screening, so what do you think of the trailer, of the film? Like, do you have a quote for it? And I said, yeah, it's the funniest unintentional comedy of the year. And I was talking about Old, which was not a comedy. So Universal hasn't asked me since for quotes. But yeah. Like, also, it wasn't an email. Like, they asked me in person. That's why. And maybe I would have come up with something better if it hadn't just been on the spot there. But okay, Of an Age. Goran Stovelski, which, okay, he made You Won't Be Alone. Wasn't really the biggest fan of that one. Set in the summer of 1999, a 17-year-old Serbian-born Australian amateur ballroom dancer experiences an unexpected and intense 24-hour romance with a friend's older brother. And the film has already been watched by some people. Got some really good reviews and bad reviews, mainly like 4s, which, okay, I don't know where it premiered so far, but yeah, let's give the trailer a watch.
I remember growing up, I was convinced I'd travel the world.
He's dancing.
To meet these mind-blowing
It's in
people,
English, okay.
Connect.
Interesting.
Jesus, you're like 11.
I'm 18 in like 3 weeks.
Are you jaded yet?
You jaded. Shut
He's
up.
Australian. I can't do an Australian
You're
accent.
like my sister, is that it?
I really would like to, but I
We're
can't.
more like really good friends.
Yeah, I've got his type.
Nights out with boys.
I was not out with boys, I was with Cole. Cole is not boys.
I know she can be like a mess, but I don't really have any other friends.
You gotta flare up the dramatic, don't you? Is this actually a dance costume? Sporting some serious cleavage.
What's the list?
So my ex's stuff.
Your ex is gonna kill me.
Oh, chill. Rewind.
Yay.
What's going on?
Back to my going away dinner?
When are you flying?
Tomorrow. South America.
Fun.
There's something about Australian actors when it's like serious, because they're never serious in like anything. If you met an Australian person, they're rarely like not joking around or not being sarcastic. Like something that's lighthearted but then turns slightly more serious is just somehow comedic to me at all times. And holy shit, it's also giving me a warning for this film. Why? Let me watch it. It's not even a big outlet, a big distributor.
What are the odds? We'll both be arriving right now. I'm a bitter old man these days.
But yeah, I mean, we just got to the part where I pretty much showed all the stuff that is relevant, and this is out pretty soon, February 10th. We'll see if I get to it, but a bit of a smaller film overall. Okay, let's see, the book club, the next chapter. We probably won't be watching the whole trailer for this. Focus
Life
features.
It's like a really great novel. You never know what the next chapter will bring.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Hello!
One question, what's going on with the gloves?
I'll show you what's next. What? Oh my.
Oh my god, she's married and they read books, and this couldn't be, I guess, less for 50-year-old women. And there's a hot guy that...
Concealed weapon. No.
Jesus Christ. Okay, no. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Let's move on. Maybe I do.
They're really doing this?
She's throwing it to Michelle.
Michelle catches the flowers. You get married next. Your life's all
Ooh,
set.
Emma Roberts.
Wondering if I would be able to stand.
She hasn't done like a whole bit of great acting in a while. So yeah. Luke Bracey as well. He looks familiar. Oh, he was in Elvis and in Holiday. So are they like actually dating? Because they've already played a couple in Holiday in 2020 and they're doing it again. Cool. Very cool.
In front of someone and promise her the rest of my life. And here we are.
It was a reflex action.
It was the most awful moment in the whole history of women being stuck with you idiots.
Oh my god, it's okay. I think I'm good. I think I got the vibe. Yeah. Okay, she's snappy. Akaras was Spain's submission, I think, for the Oscars. Yeah, it didn't. Did it get short? I think it got shortlisted. It's definitely not getting nominated. I famously only watched the first 20 minutes and I was a bit bored. Didn't finish it. I haven't ever, but family out on a farm with the incoming industrialization catching up to the farmers as they like put up solar panels, I think. That's what they're doing. Yeah, and it won of the big prizes at the Berlinale. I don't know if it won the Golden Bear, but that's that. Kids vs Aliens. Okay, let's see if this is interesting.
It's gonna be a long one tonight, boys. Jimmy, who's out there?
All right, action! There's dinos dead ahead! Let's teach him how to die!
Okay. This is by Jason Eisner, and he did sound familiar. I don't like the VHS series at all, but Lachlan like a year ago made me watch Hobo with a Shotgun, which is one of the craziest films I've ever seen. It's not great, it's horrific, but it is very entertaining. So let's have a look at this.
We should have a party. We'll keep it small and your parents won't find out, I promise.
Party!
Just one of those stupid pranks. No reason to break up the party. Oh!
Wow. Well, I guess it would have told me.
We're using human skin to fuel their spaceship.
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
want my body to be alien fuel.
You and me, brother.
This means war.
Give us a fucking break already! Oh, fuck.
You want to dance?
Kids versus aliens.
Fuck space.
Okay. It's a Shudder release. I'm definitely gonna watch this. Because it looks really dumb and fun. So why not? Why not? And the tagline, as the guy said at the end, says fuck space. So hell yeah. Anyways, the man in the basement. Okay, let's just move on to the next one.
Pourquoi vous la vendez? C'est toujours utile.
Ah ouais, c'est français, hein?
On avait dit 9000, hein. Je vous règle tout en une fois.
Vous savez le monsieur qui a acheté la cave? Eh ben cette nuit il a dormi en bas.
Tous les jours il vient dans les toilettes, moi je lui dis rien. Et d'un coup il hurle, il me traite de sale bougnoule.
Maître, j'annule la vente de cette cave.
Vous allez nous rendre les clés.
Ah, non. La cave, elle est à moi. Vous avez encaissé le chèque. Je rentre chez moi, puis vous n'y pouvez rien.
Oh, I thought I recognized this guy. It's François Cluzet, who is most known for Chocolat and Intouchable. Great actor. Hasn't done what? No, he's done a lot of films, but just not a lot of stuff. I guess recently, or stuff that just I haven't seen. Is this the one? No, which one is the one? This is the one in the basement. Well, I guess he's still pretty active, but not stuff that I guess gets an international audience. Okay.
Le type est un négationniste qui nie les camps de la mort nazie.
Tu m'as jamais dit qu'on habitait l'appartement de ton oncle déporté.
Tu dis rien, tu demandes de l'aide à personne. On est frères, putain. Je sais, j'aurais dû t'en parler.
Ce Fonzik, c'est un pervers. Il va établir son emprise.
Moi, je me contente pas de rabâcher la vérité officielle. Moi, je suis un chercheur.
Chercheur mon cul, ouais.
Tu nous promets que tu ne lui parleras plus.
Mais moi c'est fini, je mets plus les pieds dans la cave.
La seule chose qui compte, Justine, c'est que tu apprennes à penser par toi-même.
Tu fais juste que poser des questions. Des questions qui dérangent la vérité officielle. Vous avez peur de quoi? De la vérité.
Sentir votre peur. C'est ce qu'il attend.
I guess this is no, this is a spoiler. I can't say. So close your ears if you haven't seen Barbarian. Okay, it's pretty much Barbarian, right? She smells fear. She's down in the basement, and then like someone watched Parasite and was like, "Oh, let's do something about that." But Ad Race, I don't know what this is. It seems really confusing because it seems like to be less about the basement stuff, but actually just about the character relationships. Yeah. Okay, when's this coming out? Ooh, what a terrible line. It's like love that keeps us together, not the hate. Okay. 2 more. Blood and Chess Story. Chess Story seems intriguing. What's this about then? Is it also a film from last year? Or?
Auf unser neues Leben.
It is okay. It's Schachnovelle. It's a German film. I think already played here, if I'm not off there. But it's with the actor who was in The Secrets of Dumbledore in the last one, but he was also in Dark. He's a great actor. He was like in this little comedy. He's back. Look Who's Back. It's just pretty funny comedy. Maybe like you have to see why tonally why Hitler's in there. When it's actually pretty good. So let's see what oh, sorry, I clicked off of it. What this is about.
Hat uns vor eine schwere Situation gestellt.
Ist dir jemand gefolgt? Ein kleiner Mann mit Schnauzer und Scheitel von rechts, ungefähr so. Josef, bitte, heute Nacht marschieren Sie ein. Anna und du, ihr müsst fliehen. Solange Wien tanzt, kann die Welt nicht untergehen.
Oh wait, I guess I should have read the synopsis here. It's set in 1938 while the Nazi troops march into Vienna. The lawyer Joseph Bartok hastily tries to escape the to the USA with his wife, but is arrested by the Gestapo. Okay.
Franz Josef Böhm, Stapo-Leitstelle Wien. Spielen Sie Schach?
Schach ist eine Freizeitbeschäftigung für gelangweilte preußische Generäle.
Bei diesem Spiel geht es darum, das Ego des Gegners klein zu kriegen.
Ich habe leider überhaupt keine Ahnung, wovon Sie sprechen.
Das ist aber schade. Der Dr. Bartok kommt in die Sonderbehandlung. Willkommen im Hotel Metropol.
Wie lange dauert das hier noch? Hallo?
Die von Ihnen verwalteten Vermögen liegen ganz offenbar auf Nummernkonten in mehreren europäischen Ländern. Die Codes befinden sich hier drin.
Springer G1F3, Springer B8C6. Ich habe etwas für Sie.
Looks pretty interesting.
Was haben Sie schon zu verlieren?
Mehr als Sie sich vorstellen können. Schreiben Sie.
Schreiben Sie.
Er oder sie.
Wie lange werden Sie sich noch an das elegante Ballkleid Ihrer Frau erinnern?
Schreiben Sie! Vielleicht gefällt es mir so gut hier. In Ihrem schönen Hotel.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I guess it's already out. I guess in Germany, if I'm not off there. Let's actually have a quick look at that. Yeah, it has been out last year, and I remember this playing in theaters, but I didn't catch it. And it already came out. Well, it came out in 2021, so it was like a long time ago, actually, already. So I guess it's finally getting a US release as well, I assume, in some shape or form. But yeah, lastly, we got Blood. What is this? A January release?
Stop.
I assume.
Don't make this harder than it already is, okay?
That's what she said.
You deserve to know what's going on, all right? And I'm gonna do my best to tell you. A mother would do anything to save your child. My son is very sick. Something got inside of him. Don't go any closer.
Okay. Cool. I can't even find this film because I only found like this, which isn't the film. This played at last year's Sundance, and which one is it? It can't be this one, right? It's this one. Brad Anderson. Yes, with Michelle Monaghan. Jessie, a newly separated mother and nurse, moves into a family farmhouse with Tyler, a teenage son, and Owen, an 8-year-old son. One night, the family's dog senses something in the woods and runs off. He returns a couple days later and attacks Owen, savagely biting him before Jess is able to intervene. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Nah, doesn't look too interesting. Well, let's have a quick look at what's coming out in January, what you can be watching. Also got a warning for this pretty horrible trailer. If this takes us down, I'll actually end the stream right here. I'm not gonna wait it out. That's really annoying. Hopefully it doesn't take us down. Oh yeah, I just got to see Women Talking today. Great film. By the end of it, I think I kind of felt that it was hammering home its points in not like, I don't know, just a bit of over the top fashion. Let's just say that. Like it was a bit cheesy, which is fine, but it had like some really outstanding moments. It's definitely like a top 15 contender for me. A pretty good film, solid film overall. Didn't get to include that one on end of the year like top 10 that comes out on Tuesday, by the way. And then Megan, I also just got a screener from what was it, Universal? Who's this? I was just watching this before I started the stream. And yeah, I haven't gotten far along into it, but we've already looked at the trailer before. That comes out on January 6th, and then Plane. I don't know anything about Plane yet. Jan 13th. Let's have a look.
Captain Torrance, Flight Commander. How can I help you? Fugitive extradition.
Yeah, okay. No, we've watched this trailer before with Jared Butler. He's a fugitive, and the other guys, like the guy who transports him, they bibbity bomb fall down in the plane, and then they have to survive. Okay, that's Plane. A Man Called Otto. We've also already taken a look at this before. Tom Hanks as Otto, who's a bit of a grumpy guy, and then he gets his Christmas story as he unscrooches himself and becomes more of a likable person. I don't know. This movie I'm really keen for, though. It's gonna premiere, I think, at Sundance as well. No, Sundance is after this, so I guess it comes out before Sundance. I don't know, but yeah, Missing, the sequel to Searching, the one that uses a lot of the screens. But this is definitely getting us taken down. I remember this. I like the concept. It really worked last time. I know it can be a bit of a gimmick, but kind of worked the last time around. Then this played at last year's. So about a year later, you get to see the Sundance film in wide release with When He Finished Saving the World. We already also talked about this a week or two ago on the trailer watch, and it's all right. It's not too great. Some people liked it way more than I did. The Sun, disappointing film that premiered at Venice earlier this year. Maybe Hugh Jackman is a contender for best performance in there. I also didn't like him in it, if I'm being honest. And yeah, just a bit of a miss overall from Florian Zeller, the follow-up of The Father. Live Upside Down, we've also already taken a look at this. This releases at the end of January, and then Maybe I Do, the trailer that we just watched, where these two actors who've acted against with each other before, I guess do it again, because I don't know why, if I'm being honest, but that comes out at the end of January. So not like too stacked lineup as January tends to be. And I think on the Quiet Answer podcast, we'll end up watching a bunch of films that we didn't give like our full attention to, and that kind of, were a bit overlooked. Like next week, we're taking a look at Decision to Leave, and then we might get to Broker as well. Maybe after Sun, we'll see some overlooked stuff. Other than maybe Knock on the Cabin, I guess, is in February, not this month. But other than Women Talking, which it doesn't even have a release date for me, unfortunately, in Switzerland, and I think it doesn't have one at the moment in Australia, so Lachlan can't watch it. We might get to The Sun, but I usually don't like to cover movies and give them a full main review, spoiler review, if I don't really like them. And I know that Lachlan is probably also not going to like them, just because I mean, there's value in breaking a film down, even if you don't like them, and talk about like what didn't work. But I don't know, it's also just not as fun, if I'm being honest, to talk about something that's not as good. I feel like this is probably also we're not gonna be able to watch all of this, but it's really interesting. I've had just a quick skim through it. Go check out the featurette for Dead Reckoning, because Tom Cruise is trying the hardest to, I guess, outdo himself each time. And yeah, just look at this. What is happening? He jumps off, and then he then opens goes fucking skydiving off of a motorcycle. Just to, like, it looks sick, but why? Like, what's the scenario in the film that he needs to do this? But yeah, that's that. But let's have a quick look at these, like, at this Netflix year in rewind, because it's you know, remembering what all the stuff is that released, I kind of want to actually show my list of my 2022 ranked list and look at all the stuff that's been out on Netflix. So let's have a look. Let's have a look through, and then I'll reveal. Guess how many films are out of the 320 films on my ranked 2022 list were Netflix releases. Remember, this also, I guess, includes series that those aren't included in my list.
Hey.
Is that Heartstopper? I haven't seen Heartstopper yet. Richardson. I also haven't seen this. Purple Hearts. Falling for Christmas. Don't know this.
For the record, I don't believe I'm better than everyone else.
Wednesday.
Just that I'm better than you.
Oof. Umbrella Academy. Okay. Matilda. Pinocchio. Enola Holmes.
I love this game. I live.
Ooh, Hustle. Cobra Kai. Me Time. Blood Witch, whatever. Slumberland. Rayman. Cyberpunk. Oof, Ozark. Do Revenge.
Let's do Revenge.
Yeah. Glass Onion, Too Hot to Handle.
A new key opened
School of Good and Evil.
I just found it.
Man, they've had heaps of stuff this year.
There are some things
Stranger Things.
worse than ghosts.
The Minions. Those are worse. Yeah, pretty good year for Netflix. All right. But yeah, what do you think? How many films I watched from the 320 films released in 2020 were Netflix films? I can tell you it's more than you think. I'm too bad at calculations to actually hold on. Let me calculate it because I'm too dumb for this. Out of the 320 films. So yeah, wait, no. Huh? That's dumb. Okay, I don't know if this I'm so stupid. No, I didn't calculate anything. But yes, it's 57 films that I watched that were Netflix releases. Quite a few documentaries here. 1, 2, 3, 4, bit of a TV feature, 5, 6, and then mainly, I guess, movies. You know, that's the biggest stretch of what they do. And a lot of, as you can see, you know, there's 320 films. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So half of my bottom 20 is on Netflix films. Which is not great for that service, gotta say. But what's it look like in the top 20? I guess they got 2 from 20. So that's not really a great track record overall. Although I guess it is a bit more stacked towards the top of what's quality, and they don't really do that mainly. But yeah, that's that. And then I think the last thing I got here is just the HBO lineup for January that I'm interested in. What did they have? Other than The Last of Us. Don't know about this. Okay, I guess Black Adam. January 15th. Okay, don't care about this. Okay, they are stretching this. There's not too much that they, I guess, releasing. Velma. I haven't heard of that at all. The Climb. Okay, documentary stuff. Ugh, Gossip Girl. Okay. Okay, streaming stuff. Already released. Now this stuff, I guess, is not too interesting. I'll speed it up here. Ghostbusters. Jennifer's Body. John Wick. Okay, so it's mostly old stuff. They don't really have a lot of, like, new releases, if I'm being honest. But hopefully Succession comes back sooner than later. So let's have a look what's coming in 2023 overall then on HBO. Again, they are leading with The Last of Us, which, by the way, it's really hard to get HBO stuff here, like screeners. And a friend of mine who's a Swiss film critic has access to all 9 episodes of The Last of Us. And I think he doesn't really have an interest in seeing them. And he got that, like, the access of HBO like 5 years ago. And he gets the screeners through them. There's no contact anymore there to help me get there as well. So there's no way of me getting HBO stuff early. And if I had gotten those 9 things, I actually would have considered playing all of the games like on stream, because I haven't played either 1 or 2 of The Last of Us. And man, a bit of a pity, because I don't know if I'll like do a weekly watch along and stay in it and then also play the games. And I'm also shit at games, so I don't know if this would even be interesting to stream. It wouldn't be on this stream. It would definitely be on the like my personal channel. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's something that anyone even would be interested in. But it's like something that Lachlan and I both wanted to do, to introduce a bit more of like a tie-over with gaming. But Last of Us, biggest release on HBO Max, at least for January.
What's next? You have so much to look forward to.
So far, this is not like saying like ringing any bells. I don't recognize what those shows or movies are. I guess HBO is mainly shows. Last of Us. Yes, Succession, please. Oh, I'm so looking forward to this. Oh, I literally cannot wait. The Idol. Okay.
So where should we start?
Oh wait, isn't that like the the person who really doesn't like to be called a nepotism baby? Isn't that like Johnny Depp's daughter? There we go, the idol, the nepotism idol.
You're not ready for
Harry Manson, but I don't know what that is. The Gilded Age, okay. White House Plumbers, yeah, we watched a trailer for this before. Oh, yes! A second season of Winning Time, let's fucking go. Okay, that's coming this year. Oh, I'm keen, This was so good. Okay. Night Country, okay. Looks cool. Wait, was that True Detective? Oh, a new season of True Detective, then, or a spin-off? Okay, with Jodie Foster. Cool, cool, cool.
I'm working on this case. These men disappeared 48 hours ago.
Oh my god. And Henry, wait, we are getting the last season of Barry already? The last one came out this year. Or like, I guess last year at this point. Oh no, it's ending this year? Oh my god, okay. To be, if you didn't tune in yesterday when I did my best of TV, this came out pretty high. Barry made it pretty far with season 3. It was, yeah, I think season 3. So really looking forward to 4. This is the last one, regardless. So I'm so keen for this. The Righteous Gemstones. I don't know. Nah. Rio, nah. Don't care. Rain Dogs, okay. Full Circle, limited series.
What you put out there in the world, it comes back to you.
Love and Death, okay. Man, the limited stuff with HBO is like, in the worst case, they're just getting something that's slightly boring, but it's never like horrible. It's like always pretty worthwhile, and it's usually like pretty new IP. So, you know, it's is that Jesse Plemons?
To go for something with a little.
And they get the talent as well. So, oh my god. I really hope they don't fuck it up too much at HBO, that like, you know, the TV stuff is continuing to be interesting and getting at least a talent. So at least you have quality performances. You can still have a weak script story that doesn't work, and at least they got like really solid performance. So yeah, looking forward to all of these, man. Velma, we saw this. This comes in January. Warrior, okay. Don't know this. I don't like, what's it, Jessica Parker or whatever. Not a fan. Tokyo Vice getting a new season. Doom Patrol. Oh yes, that Flag Means Death was fun. Titans, haven't watched it. Rap shit, also haven't seen. Harley Quinn, I've watched like the first 2 seasons. Yes, Hacks getting a new season. That's fun. Another recommendation from me.
Let us enjoy the sensation.
Great music choice as well, man. Ooh, that gets me hyped for all of 2023. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I like it. I like it, Picasso. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean that's the end of all of the trailer watching. but while I still have you, I know I did tease that yesterday. And we are gonna watch or look at some of the Letterboxd I guess year in reviews. Thing is though that Letterboxd kind of just like didn't send them out, and I read the email again, and the email said that, well, they put out like in the first week of January, they put up like the Letterboxd year in review, and then the emails will follow. So to all of the people who just don't have like the pro thing, or like anyone for that matter, they haven't gotten that one just yet. And hold up, I think I can pull it up here, because I do have, I did put it somewhere here, so we can have a quick look at it. Hold up. So this was mine last year. So let's have a quick look at this, and then I guess in a couple of days on the Ewan Graph channel, well, of my personal channel, we'll go over the rest of this. So they sent this was the, I guess let's go to the top, the year in review for 2021 overall from Letterboxd. And yeah, lots of stuff here to read, categories that we can go over. So it's interesting to kind of see what was popular last year. Most popular was Spider-Man No Way Home. Evangelion, I haven't seen that one. Uni, also haven't seen this. Interesting. And then, yeah, most of these films I've seen. Summer of Soul, documentary, Uni, international features. Yeah, man, we'll get the same thing, I guess, for this year as well. It's interesting that there's like a lot of the same really small films. This was my personal favorite film of last year, so glad to see it up here in romance. And then Spider-Man just sweeping well short in a lot of categories. But we'll get this. But more interesting, it's something that's already accessible. I guess we'll get this, but then you also get, just if you are a pro or a Patreon subscriber to Letterboxd, you do get those stats at all times throughout the year as well. So last year I logged, let's actually have a quick comparison, I guess. Last year I did log 482 films, reviewed a little bit less than 300 of them. Yeah, Josh, I actually got your stats. I'll pull them up in a second as well. We'll have a look through those. And I think then when we do this, once the emails come in, I'll ask for some more people to send me there so I can have a look through them. Yeah, I mean, straight up, if you look at the differences here, I had a couple more logs in between the years here. Maybe we can split it like this so you can see them side by side. But overall, just a slightly more active year. Less reviews though. I just kind of logged more films, and just about 50 hours more of watch time. So I watched a bunch of short stuff, I guess, as well. And then Lil Ray Rel Howery was my most popular ones. I mean, you say you have jump numbers compared. I mean, I also have like a week where I was in Venice where I watched a average of 4 films a day, and then I was pretty active during Sundance, and I feel like a lot of my watch time comes in at those festivals. And then I have like weeks where I barely watch anything. That's kind of just how it happens for me. Only 14 lists I made this year. My highly rated films, yeah, I think overall 2021 was a bit of a disappointing year. I mean, this is a comedy stand-up special, but also kind of a weird in-between film as well. And then The Worst Person in the World was pretty great in tune as well, but like not, this is not like really a film, so I don't have a 5-star film this year, and I feel like I got 2 5-star films when you look at my top 10 this year, which by the way I guess I am leaking to you watching the stream. I mean, you can just check it out on my Letterboxd page as well, but our episode 2 are for our favorite top 10 films is gonna release on Tuesday. You can also see the development with Letterboxd in a year too. What do you mean, like how they improve their stats keeping and whatever? Yeah, I almost like don't even write reviews anymore. I just kind of link to I can actually go over some of my goals that I set for myself, because like most of them I think I can share and can be public. I got some personal goals as well, as always, as you should. I feel like that's a good thing to do, even if like it is a bit cheesy, but just to I guess set something out, and then just have like pretty small achievable goals, and then maybe some bigger swings as well. I feel like it always gets you going in some way or another, and sometimes like the day-to-day can be pretty tough to get through, and then if you got some goals to go by, that's great. But now we got okay, I can have an in-depth look at this year-end review. Please show me. In terms of the way the app looks as well for 2023, I'm going to try and acquire a screener so I can review films professionally. Yeah, I mean, go for it. Go for it, definitely. Yeah. Never mind, it just links me to this page. Okay, well, fair enough. But as you can see, like it's pretty drastically different when you look. This was the pretty crazy Sundance year I had in 2021. I think the year before was even crazier. But I just watched a slight bit more. Wait, maybe I can make this a bit smaller so we can both see it. But yeah, I mean, this is interesting. And I guess I rewatched Inside a bit more. And I didn't watch like too many things twice. I watched Venom twice, and you might ask yourself why, but we did a drunk cast for it, which I think hasn't, since we got rid of our Patreon, hasn't appeared since. I watched 22 films at Sundance this year. Had to pay them individually, and due to an error that they had in accreditation, both Lachlan and I did not get accredited, and they messed up our names and were really rude. So unfortunately, just out of pity not out of pettiness, I think I'm not going to cover anything from Sundance this year. I might watch some screeners, and I don't know if I watch enough of them, might pop into like some other podcasts to talk about what I watched at Sundance, but pretty disappointed that they fucked up our accreditation, because I think we were good to get in, but they just had a logistical error, and then we waited. I waited until I contacted them, because I thought, well, it might take a few days, and by the time they got back to me, I was like, well, yeah, so yesterday everything closed here and we can't do anything. Feel free to apply next year. It was like a big old fuck you, straight in our face, and I'm still bitter about it. It's really annoying, because I would have loved to cover it, but we're still going for Gun to do that together. I guess that's something to look forward to in May. But yeah, Grady's to Come On, and Spencer got some love. Not a fan of Inside. You know, I like all of Bo Burnham's stuff, and quite liked Inside as well. Had like some really endearing qualities to me, at least. yeah, I actually got accredited to the BFI London Film Festival like 2 years ago. And due to COVID stuff and the restrictions being up there, I think I just kind of chickened out and didn't go. And I felt bad because I got accredited and everything. I had like a spot reserved for me, and then I just didn't show up. But yeah, watch some Buster Keaton this year. I guess we'll see that in a end of the year review as well. I'm pretty happy about my curve. Curve is usually very balanced. I'm a real Obi-Wan Kenobi that way. I guess it's leaning slightly more towards the positive side this year, which is great. And yeah, Joey King appearing in this. I don't know why that is. And I think other than that, there's not like too much more stuff that appears here, other than like some of the reviews and most popular lists. And yeah, I did watch Marmaduke and Music, those horrible films, and Pulp Fiction and that. I don't know. I feel like Letterboxd could do even more with the stats, and I guess I'm so used to having them, all year round, that yeah. Once I just get this page, I'm like, okay, show me more, please. Good to see Skeet on the list. Yeah, we love to see it. Yeah, pretty happy with my world map as well. I think at one point I wanted to do one that at the end of the year for like so this is 2022 and this is maybe my all-time. I mean, I could maybe go over my goals now that I have it here because it involves this page as well. I kind of wanted to also get this done, so I got like the whole world that is green at some point, but it's not really a priority because like a lot of these countries really have just like a few films that are like loosely connected to a film, so I don't know if it's even worth it. But before we close out the stream today, one of my goals is to this year I ended up watching 320 by the time like early, or like I already am over 320 films at now, but I'll probably arrive at like around 330, 335, maybe at tops 350 films watched in 2022. For 2023, I'm setting the goal a bit lower to have 300. I think that's still more than enough, but I'll probably end up around 320 anyways, and I want to watch 500 films overall, so if it's like 55 below here, then I'm happy about it. So that's kind of my goals. That's about, I don't know, about 10 films a week. I'm good with that. Sounds good. And kind of going in with that is that I want to watch like 100 films that are that were released before the 21st century. I want to finish my Hitchcock list, and I want to do more of these series, like anything that's rounding out the years here. As you can see, like I really started watching very actively in 2019, 2020. And then I have like 420 films that were released in 2020 that I've seen. No, I said it's not even intentional. But yeah, I really want to catch up on all of this that I'm missing quite a bit here. And that's kind of what I want to do this year as well. So kind of going hand in hand with that is that I want to complete 3 of these Letterboxd strings in 2023. One of them is easy. I'm going to do the box office one. And then I also want to do the one that's for the, the Best Picture winners. I already am like higher up than I started. I'm still doing my series over on the Ewan Graf podcast, on the shorts there, where I watch every single Best Picture winner. I think we are up to 12 right now. I'm a bit behind, but until the Oscars, I should be done with that series, so I'll have that one completed. And then I'm just somewhere torn between the 250, I think is a bit too big a goal, but I might go for the IMDb top 250, or I would also like to do the Sight and Sound, the newer one, either for directors or critics. And I kind of want to do the same series where I get to watch all of these films and maybe shine a light on them and get to experience them myself. So yeah, this one, box office, Oscar winners, and Sight and Sound is probably the ones that I'll be going for And yeah, I think another thing going with that is that by July this year, at the latest, I want to have it set up so that both on my personal channel and on the Quiet on Set channel, you'll get daily shorts, as well as a couple of videos a week. So kind of have that all set up and going. And what else is there? Usually you do the goals before the end of the year. I guess I'm doing them early into the year. And then last but not least is meeting up with Lachlan. I haven't seen him since we studied together until like fall of 2019. That's where the last time I saw Lachlan, and we are looking, well, we're hoping to both get into Gun to cover the festival there. But that's pretty much it for my goals, and I hope you stick around to be a part of it. Subscribe, leave a like, and let me know what you'll be watching in January. And we will be back next weekend if there's enough trailers. Otherwise, I'll be back whenever there's enough to cover, and the overlords of YouTube can strike me down once again for looking at those very illegally. But until then, thanks so much for hanging out, and I'll see you soon. Go check out some more episodes of the podcast. Later today, I'm uploading another 4 favorites episode that comes out in about half an hour. And then tomorrow, we have the last episode of 4 favorites with Lachlan and most anticipated films from 2023. And then on Tuesday, you'll get episode 120, where we talk about 2022's top 10 best films. We ended up going for almost 2 hours. I'm definitely cutting that down a bit, but we had a lot to say about this fantastic year of film. So yeah, heaps of content to come. Looking forward to it. And that's pretty much it. I think in that episode I also tease the next 3 themes for 4 favorites. I mean, I can just leak them here as well, but you get to see it in the episode as well at the end of it. But we are doing 3 months of 4 favorites back to back, taking a break in January, but we're back in February with first up, romance. I'm quite looking forward to this myself, because I'm a big fan of a certain trilogy that will pop up there. And then we also got what's next up? March. We are looking at sports films. Then for the release of Creed 3, and then in April, it's gonna be a really fun one, because 4 favorites doesn't mean we're trying to get the quintessential best films of all time that we get to talk about. No, we also get to talk about some favorites. They can be silly. So with the release of the Super Mario Bros. Animated movie, we're not talking about animation, but we are talking about video game adaptations. So that's going to be a fun one. There's a debate to be made. Is there actually like any good video game adaptation? We'll fully get into that in April. So that's the next few months of that show. Looking forward to having some fun guests reappear on the show. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. I just got like a recommendation. I don't know if that also popped up for you, but Google Chrome just sent me a recommendation from Prime Video that just released a trailer. Go watch this. They are kind of trying to get me to watch some more trailers, but no Prime Video. We are done for today. But we got heaps more stuff to come on this channel and on the Ewan Graf channel. So yeah, give those a watch, and I will see you soon. Yes. Thanks so much as always for tuning in. And these are always a blast to do. Cannot complain to watch some trailers, have a chill day. So good night. Have a good one.